The 28. Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll look to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Tell me the ending. So we got man.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Pick me up. Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Looking to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch it. 57 the mark.
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Push him back. Push him back. 57's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Taylor. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second and 11. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Ready, 60 Pittsburgh.
59. Watch the run, watch the run. Check your hot read. Alert flare.
Fair. Hit it.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So, with that being said, you just already stated to me that I don't have legal grounds to be on the premises. So therefore, I don't have legal grounds to pay you any money that I have.
50 seconds, come on. Coming this way, here we go,
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This quick pass complete to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Grant, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Paperwork, right? But this is the thing, though. I fight with paperwork. I don't fight. I fight with paperwork. I fight with facts. I fight with shit that I already know, shit that I've been through, shit that I.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I got proof he didn't pay.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky.
There's still 3 other rookies out.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Under 10. 10. Coaching spell. Hey, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He completes this to Sutton. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
But, like,
This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Came out to the house the next day. The next day,
2nd and 9 now. But he will find his man on the end route. Complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check 13. Check 13.
How you the property manager and how you not the property manager?
2nd and 4.
Got fired.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Yeah, yeah. Go, go, go.
Check,
Leo.
shift, watch the shift.
Sick pilot, 64, weak.
Switch.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bradley Chubb getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Rush in.
Now we can turn up.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 15. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Bell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one.
And the Broncos first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
36. Check. Crunch.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go, D. Check 99.
They'll drop the throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
I'm so, they know exactly where it hurts. Someone who lives despite what it hurts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yo, hoe ass prostitute.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
When we was in a party, bitch, everybody start leaving this shit, bro. Y'all kick me.
Pussy, you kicked me, son of a bitch.
No, bitch, y'all kicked me.
Pussy, you kicked everybody.
Nigga, I wasn't party leader, nigga. I had to restart that hoe. That wasn't my party.
It was I, bro.
Now on 3rd
Nigga,
down, they'll look
so who was in the party then, bro?
position.
It was a whole lot of
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Listen, after my homeboy Jalen left, after he joined, and I had joined back, bro, that's when everybody started joining. And Jalen had left, so they made you party leader.
No, it didn't, bro. I got kicked first, nigga.
Go on. All right.
It's funny, though, because I said, yo, I'm like, damn, y'all.
From the shotgun to give the bell.
We about to go on the wreck.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd
Nigga, I
down.
said I'm going to get on the rate. Nigga, I said I'm about to get on my 96.
Called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
No, bro. Y'all kick me, bro. If you didn't want to play with me, bitch, you could have just said that, ho.
2nd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Ain't nobody help, but they don't want to be a part of it. This party that I gotta cut your head